Welcome to the ultimate masterclass on positioning yourself for the digital economy before the year 2030. I am James Newland, and over the next 15 minutes, we will explore the most profound financial and technological transition in history. Let us begin. This is not just another speculative overview. This is a granular, strategic breakdown of how artificial intelligence, the XRP ledger, and the tokenization of real world assets are converging to completely rewrite the rules of global wealth creation and preservation. By the year 2030, the digital economy is projected to account for nearly 25% of the entire global gross domestic product. We are moving rapidly from a world of physical constraints to borderless, automated digital value. Not everyone is going to build complex blockchain networks. Not everyone will design intricate artificial intelligence systems. But absolutely everyone on this planet will eventually live inside the economic environment that these incredible new technologies are currently creating. We are right now in the crucial infrastructure building phase. The invisible plumbing of the future financial system is being installed across the globe as we speak. Understanding this foundational layer is the absolute first step towards successfully positioning yourself. Every major economic transition follows a very similar historical pattern. If we look back at the shift from steam power to electricity, or from the early internet to the mobile digital economy, the evolutionary stages are always completely identical. It always begins with raw innovation, followed closely by a massive, capital-intensive infrastructure build-out. Finally, we see broad, mainstream consumer adoption. We are currently witnessing the greatest and most lucrative global infrastructure build-out in the history of modern finance. During these massive historical transitions, the single most valuable skill any individual can possess is the ability to understand the direction of change. If you can clearly see where the system is moving, you can intelligently adapt your personal strategy. Artificial intelligence represents the first massive pillar of this new economy. By 2030, artificial intelligence is projected to add an astonishing $20 trillion to the global economy. This is a fundamental transformation of human productivity and scale. To put this into perspective, every single dollar invested in business artificial intelligence today is mathematically expected to return $4.60 to the global economy by the end of the decade. It is a massive economic multiplier. The digital skill set of the future will overwhelmingly reward those who deeply understand artificial intelligence, advanced data systems, and comprehensive automation. Even traditional legacy sectors are rapidly transforming into highly efficient, technology-first industries that require completely new professional capabilities. For example, global manufacturing now heavily relies on artificial intelligence. The finance sector uses automated algorithms. Supply chains depend entirely on real-time data analytics. Absolutely no major industry will be left untouched by this sweeping digital integration over the coming years. Because of this shift, financial literacy itself must also fundamentally evolve. While traditional banking remains the baseline foundation, a powerful new layer is emerging. We are moving decisively toward digital wallets and tokenized assets as the primary means of storing value. In a fractured global landscape with hundreds of different fiat currencies, we desperately need a neutral digital bridge asset that can instantly settle value across borders. This is exactly where the incredible utility of the XRP ledger enters the conversation. XRP is strategically positioned as a highly efficient bridge asset for global institutional payments. It brilliantly solves the multi-trillion-dollar problem of pre-funded accounts, allowing real monetary value to move across the planet just as fast as a simple text message. Ripple's on-demand liquidity system officially utilizes XRP to perfectly settle international financial transfers in mere seconds. This is not just a theoretical white paper concept. It is fully functioning global infrastructure that already operates with more than 75 official licenses worldwide. Institutional adoption serves as the ultimate final catalyst. As major global markets continue to provide the necessary regulatory clarity and legal frameworks, these powerful digital assets will inevitably become the unshakable backbone of all international finance and global cross-border settlement. Beyond payments, there is the massive revolution of tokenization. The tokenization of real-world assets represents a staggering $16 trillion financial opportunity. Everything from commercial real estate to government treasury bonds will soon be fully fragmented and traded natively on the blockchain. Tokenization magically provides instant liquidity for traditionally illiquid assets. It effortlessly enables fractional ownership, meaning that an average person can legitimately own a small, profitable piece of a luxury high-rise building with the exact same ease as buying a common stock. This revolutionary technology fundamentally democratizes global investment. You no longer need to be a multimillionaire to enter these exclusive premium markets. You can now easily own a fraction of elite global value, securing the same exact liquidity profile as a blue-chip technology stock. The brilliant entrepreneurs of today are the ultimate architects of this sweeping transition. New disruptive technologies constantly create massive industry voids that brand new companies must urgently fill. The monolithic corporate giants of 2030 are being founded in small garages right now. Let us remember that many of today's absolute biggest technology giants were born in small garages during the last major digital transition. The undisputed leaders of the next decade will be the innovative teams mastering artificial intelligence services and decentralized identity solutions. We are shifting rapidly toward a powerful, value-driven subscription economy. Artificial intelligence-powered personalization will allow platforms to create hyper-personalized digital services, meticulously tailored to the exact preferences and unique daily requirements of absolutely every single individual on the face of the earth. However, in this newly hyper-connected world, absolute trust is the single most valuable currency of all. Highly ethical artificial intelligence practices and completely transparent corporate data governance will undoubtedly serve as the major competitive advantages for any successful future enterprise. Continuous, automated security monitoring and highly resilient privacy-first data models will rapidly become the absolute global standard. To position yourself correctly, you must deeply understand how to intelligently manage and fiercely protect digital trust in an increasingly complex and hostile online environment. Next-generation digital identity systems will soon become completely ubiquitous across the globe. Flawless biometric authentication will swiftly and permanently replace traditional physical IDs, finally giving you true, indisputable control over your own personal data and your entire permanent digital footprint. Self-sovereign identity, widely known as SSI, allows individuals to have direct, undeniable consent over their personal data. This brilliantly decentralized approach is the unshakable backbone of absolute trust in the vast 2030 digital ecosystem we are quickly building. By independently managing your own verified digital footprint, you instantly unlock highly secure participation in a massive global commerce landscape. Advanced selective disclosure mathematically ensures your total privacy while seamlessly enabling instant trust across international borders without any central authority. This radically decentralized approach elegantly solves the current global identity theft crisis. Your highly sensitive data is absolutely no longer stored in vulnerable central databases owned by massive tech giants. It is heavily encrypted and held entirely by you, secured flawlessly on the blockchain. Furthermore, the imminent global rollout of sixth-generation cellular networks will completely redefine human connectivity. We are talking about ultra-fast, zero-latency signals that will seamlessly enable highly complex industrial robotics and breathtakingly immersive experiences that were once considered pure science fiction. We are aggressively moving from a flat, two-dimensional internet to a fully immersive, three-dimensional digital world. This is exactly where incredibly precise industrial robotics and seamless global professional collaboration will truly thrive, utterly collapsing all previous geographical boundaries to human progress. Imagine an expert engineer sitting in Tokyo, effortlessly working alongside a creative designer in London on a highly complex three-dimensional physical prototype in absolute real time, with absolutely zero latency. This is about the total collapse of geographical barriers to ultimate value creation. To survive this era, the absolute core trait you must cultivate is ultimate adaptability. Giant industries will continually evolve, countless jobs will be entirely redefined, and new technologies will rapidly rise. Remaining highly flexible and endlessly curious is your single greatest competitive edge. Make no mistake, while artificial intelligence will relentlessly automate millions of routine physical and mental tasks, it is also mathematically expected to create roughly 170 million completely new, incredibly high-skilled professional roles worldwide before the end of this decade. Constant reskilling and aggressive professional upskilling are no longer optional. They are the absolute baseline requirements for the modern digital worker. Remote and hybrid corporate models will quickly reach full maturity, entirely disconnecting your physical geographical location from your ultimate earning potential. Furthermore, environmental sustainability is now permanently baked directly into the digital economy. Advanced Internet of Things monitoring devices combined with immutable blockchain traceability will aggressively drive the necessary global transition to a vastly greener, far more efficient, and highly profitable circular economy. The powerful convergence of next-generation green energy production and intelligent digital management systems will rapidly create massive new economic opportunities. This is the crucial multi-trillion-dollar green layer of the 2030 digital ecosystem that forward-thinking investors are aggressively targeting right now. Entire corporate supply chains will be forced to prove their absolute carbon neutrality directly on the public blockchain, simply to legally compete in global markets. This incredible intersection of verifiable environmental data and blockchain security represents a staggering opportunity for green technology entrepreneurs. By the end of this transformative decade, the surrounding digital economy will literally become the physical environment we live in. Massive, smart cities will automatically manage their own resources flawlessly, utilizing the exact artificial intelligence and blockchain technologies we have discussed today. Let us transition now into extremely specific, granular industry deep dives to fully complete our 15-minute masterclass. We will carefully examine how healthcare, commercial real estate, global education, complex logistics, and consumer retail will fundamentally restructure their core operating models by 2030. In the critical healthcare sector, advanced artificial intelligence integration is no longer just about generating marginally better diagnostics. It represents a fundamental, paradigm-shifting transformation in the massive global business of human wellness, shifting the entire medical model from reactive treatment to highly proactive prevention. Sophisticated wearable technologies will continuously feed your real-time physiological data into predictive artificial intelligence models that can flawlessly forecast major cardiovascular events many months before they ever physically occur. This entirely turns the massive trillion-dollar medical insurance industry business model completely upside down. Moving to commercial real estate, global asset tokenization will finally democratize the direct ownership of the world's absolute most valuable physical properties. By 2030, an ambitious university student sitting in Nairobi can easily own a fractional dividend-producing piece of a premium New York office building. This tokenization instantly eliminates the incredibly expensive financial middleman, drastically reducing standard real estate transaction fees from a heavy 6% down to a fraction of a percent. This unlocks incredible instant liquidity in a massive market that has been historically frozen for centuries. In the realm of global logistics, we will witness the realization of the absolute physical internet. Fully autonomous delivery fleets, entirely managed by advanced artificial intelligence algorithms, will instantly optimize complex global delivery routes in mere milliseconds based entirely on real-time global consumer demand pulses. Massive industrial warehouses will soon become 100% fully automated, with robust blockchain ledgers mathematically ensuring that every single physical item's unique origin, legal ownership, and exact carbon footprint are completely verified, totally transparent, and permanently immutable on a global public ledger. The global education system will drastically pivot from a sluggish, one-size-fits-all industrial model to highly engaging, hyper-personalized artificial intelligence tutors. These advanced systems will instantly identify a student's exact cognitive strengths and specific weaknesses, instantly providing a perfectly tailored and highly efficient academic curriculum. This customized educational approach is the exact powerful upskilling engine that will ultimately prepare humanity for those 170 million new jobs. Outdated traditional university degrees will rapidly be replaced by continuous, instantly verifiable cryptographic skill badges stored permanently on your digital identity wallet. In consumer retail, the entire shopping experience will be hyper-personalized. Sophisticated artificial intelligence systems will literally know your physical wardrobe, your precise dietary requirements, and your exact lifestyle needs vastly better than you currently know them yourself, fully automating your daily consumer existence seamlessly. Brilliant digital showrooms located directly within the immersive metaverse will flawlessly allow you to virtually try on high-fashion clothing items before they are efficiently three-dimensionally printed locally to your exact, perfect physical measurements. This marks the glorious end of massive corporate inventory waste forever. Now, we must closely examine the critical global policy and governmental regulation landscape. The specific nations that aggressively embrace these powerful digital trends today will unquestionably emerge as the absolute undisputed economic superpowers of the fast approaching 2030 completely integrated digital landscape. Highly complex global digital trade agreements will swiftly become the absolute new standard for international diplomatic cooperation, gracefully enabling a truly frictionless, completely borderless financial and technological ecosystem that equally benefits massive global corporations and incredibly ambitious individual digital entrepreneurs alike. Central banks around the world are already actively piloting their own sovereign digital currencies. As these highly centralized digital layers inevitably roll out globally, deeply understanding the critical balance between state-controlled digital money and completely open, decentralized financial protocols will be absolutely vital for protecting your wealth. This exact dynamic is precisely why holding a diversified portfolio that strongly includes powerful, decentralized utility protocols and incredibly fast bridge assets like XRP is so incredibly important for your long-term wealth preservation and your ultimate strategic financial survival over the coming highly volatile decade. You must intentionally cultivate a highly strategic individual approach. The traditional, perfectly linear corporate career path is officially dead forever. In its place is a highly dynamic, constantly evolving portfolio of highly specialized digital skills and multiple, fully automated, decentralized global income streams. You absolutely must deeply learn to fiercely leverage artificial intelligence as your ultimate personal productivity multiplier, empowering you to independently accomplish the exact same daily output as an entire 10-person corporate team. This is the absolute core secret to incredible personal wealth creation. Intentionally position yourself deeply in the very specific sectors that artificial intelligence fundamentally cannot easily replicate. Highly nuanced creative strategy, incredibly complex human emotional intelligence, and deeply empathetic, human-centric corporate leadership. The professionals who successfully master the human plus AI synergy will totally dominate the future completely. We have now officially spent these deeply intensive 15 minutes thoroughly exploring the single most profound economic and technological transformation in all of human history. The breathtaking future of global finance and technology is not a distant destination. It is an immediate, fast-approaching reality everywhere. Knowledge is your ultimate, most powerful form of strategic preparation. Deeply understanding these incredibly complex macroeconomic patterns of technological change perfectly allows you to consistently stay light years ahead of the mainstream curve and massively thrive in the direct face of profound global economic disruption. To acquire the ultimate comprehensive strategic framework for absolutely everything we have discussed in this intensive masterclass, secure your copy of my highly detailed book, Mastering XRP, AI, and the Digital Economy Before 2030, now available on Amazon. The direct link is located right down in the description below. Subscribe right now for more exhaustive financial deep dives. I am James Newland, and I will confidently see you right here in the digital economy of 2030.